Your close family, is your close family here or in Ecuador?
And in Ecuador.
Now, do you send money home to them?
So I'm sending money every weekend for my mother.
How much money do you want to save to go home?
Maybe 60,000 or
60,000? So if you go home at 31 years old to Ecuador with $60,000, will you ever have to come back?
No.
You're good forever.
Yeah, I'm good forever.
You're good forever.
I don't want to come back.
You don't want to come back.
No.
Welcome back to the Steve Malzberg Show. I'm Dennis Michael Lynch filling in for Steve today. Executive Director of NumbersUSA, Roy Beck, is back with us. Roy, you know, that's one of the biggest complaints I hear from people as I go around the country is the fact that, you know, the illegal aliens are sending money out of the country. And so if they do get their amnesty and they do get their work permits, do you think that trend is going to continue?
Yeah, it will for quite some time, and that's, you really hit on something important, and that is this money, first of all, instead of going to Americans who need the money, need the jobs, and who instead have to go on welfare, it's going to the illegal aliens. And secondly, if it were going to the American workers, it would be recirculating in the economy. Instead, a good share of the money that's going to the illegal aliens is going to other countries. So it's a double whammy to the American people.
Let's say, for instance, you're right. Let's say, for instance, that the Congress and Senator Sessions can stop the Obama amnesty. I want to shift gears now to solutions, all right? I know NumbersUSA has a whole lineup of things you'd like to see happen. But if you could just zero down in on one problem, one solution that will take that problem out, what do you think it would be?
Oh, you're going to make me go from 10 to 1. I'll give you 2. Number 1, have a mandatory E-Verify system. Every single employer has to make sure that the jobs go only to legal workers. That would solve most of the border problem. It would solve most of the illegal immigration problem. But secondly, you've got to end chain migration where immigrants are able to send for endless chains of adult relatives to come and compete with American workers.
I can't hear him. All right, so then let me ask you this. When you hear people talk about securing the border and a border fence, how important do you think that is? Because everybody puts that at the top of the list, and I personally think it's just the sexy thing that they want people to hear. I don't think the fence solves the problem at all.
Well, attention on the border is very, very important for physical security. But it is not the main issue for illegal immigration. The main cause of illegal immigration is that people around the world, just like the people that you interview in your documentaries, know that they can come here and get jobs, and they can get money, and they can send money back home. You take away the ability of illegal immigrants to get jobs, that solves most of the border issues. Then you can focus most of your border efforts to stopping the terrorists and the international crime cartels.
All right, well then let me ask you this. I'm going to shift gears for just a second here. Well, another part of the 10-point plan from President Obama is to help high-tech workers, to give out more visas. What's your take on that? Because I think that's damaging. I don't really think there is a shortage of high-tech workers in this country, not the people I talk to.
There have been a number of studies and reports just in the last 3 months that have indicated that we have a surplus of American high-tech STEM workers. There is no indication of a shortage, because if you had a shortage, you would see rapidly rising wages and you would see rapidly declining unemployment. Neither of those is happening. This is just a matter of the high-tech billionaires, Zuckerberg, Gates, etc., trying to squeeze out a little more profits at the expense of all of the kids that have gone in and taken STEM courses, gotten their degrees, as well as age discrimination against American tech and STEM workers that are in their 50s.
So let me ask you a question, because, I mean, Senator Ted Cruz actually proposed an amendment to the Gang of Eight bill that we should increase the number of visas from 65,000 proposed in the bill to over 300,000. I mean, why would anybody be looking to do that? And I'm not looking to throw Senator Cruz under the bus, but I just can't understand the philosophy there.
public relation blitz by the Silicon Valley billionaires, it's not surprising that a lot of people have fallen victim to the disinformation. I do think that Senator Cruz and many others that have kind of turned their backs on American tech workers in the past are rethinking some of this. Some of these studies that I cited in the last 3 months are starting to work their way through. But it's, you know, the golden goose laying the golden eggs of the last 20 years has
I
been
hear you. You know,
this
Roy, let
high-tech
me jump
industry.
off on you.
And I think Congress is
We
scared
got
to
to end the
death to turn
segment
them
here,
off.
Roy. We got to end the segment here, but I think we need to call Senator Cruz. Thanks for coming on today.